Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Steffi terrified by Luna's transfer to mental health facility. Fears retaliation. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McKinswood, has been a little too busy lately to think about Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, even though she recently almost killed her. However, Luna has been the farthest thing from her mind. However, Luna is about to be front and center once again. The bold and the beautiful fans recall that Steffi inserted herself in the middle of Luna's drama and almost lost her life because of it. However, it seems that Luna has been working on herself and getting the help she needs to get back out into society. Luna may even soon be released to a mental health facility in hopes of returning to her life in Los Angeles. Luna will write a moving letter to Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, who has always had a soft spot for her. Bill could become someone who works to get Luna released and help her get her life back on track. Will Bill be the advocate that Luna needs to meet the terms of her release? Could Bill even offer her a position at Spencer Publication? Poppy may have walked away and left her daughter in jail after learning everything she had done, but Poppy has never given up on Luna. Luna and Poppy were too close and have been through too much together for that. After all, Luna is her only child. What news does Poppy have her to share after all this time? Poppy may have hired a better attorney for Luna that may be able to get her out of prison. After all, Luna was clearly not stable and needs mental health treatment. Perhaps after an evaluation, it will be determined that Luna is not a risk to anyone or anything. Is Luna about to get released to a minimum security facility for further treatment? Steffi will learn that Luna is about to be transferred and could certainly lose it. Steffi already feels like Hope Logan, Annika Noel, has been on the attack, and she has gotten rid of her. Now here come another threat. Steffi seems to feel that the world is out to get her, and has been for some time. Luna's release could only make her more sure of that. Does Steffi have a mental health issue as well? The way Steffi seems to think everyone is targeting her and her marriage. Could Steffi possibly be suffering from PTSD herself? Could this be why Steffi is struggling so much with getting her life back on track? Will Luna help or hinder Steffi's issues if she is released after holding Steffi hostage? In the bustling halls of Forrester Creations, the quiet murmur of conversations and the gentle hum of sewing machines were interrupted only by the occasional click of high-heeled shoes against the polished marble floor. Steffi Forrester sat at her desk, fingers drumming nervously on the mahogany surface. Her heart thumped faster than usual, an unrelenting tempo that matched the storm brewing in her mind. She took a deep breath, hoping it would steady her, but the tension only deepened as the latest news replayed in her head. Luna Spencer had been transferred to a mental health facility, and it was no ordinary event. The decision had been sudden, almost suspiciously so, with whispers of hidden motives lurking just beneath the surface. Luna's eyes, haunted and wild in their last encounter, flashed in Steffi's memory. The thought sent a shiver down her spine. Steffi stood and walked to the large floor-to-ceiling window that offered a panoramic view of Los Angeles. The city stretched out in front of her, alive with energy, but today its usual allure felt hollow. She traced the outline of a nearby skyscraper with her eyes, as if searching for answers in its glassy facade. "Steffi, are you okay?" came a familiar voice from the doorway. She turned to see Hope Logan, who had recently become a reluctant ally. Their shared concerns about Luna had forced them into an uneasy truce, one that Steffi was grateful for, though it felt like balancing on the edge of a knife. "Not really," Steffi admitted, her voice softer than she intended. "I just got word that Luna was transferred to a mental health facility. I don't think this is over." Hope's eyes widened, her hand instinctively brushing a strand of hair behind her ear. Do you think she's dangerous? I mean, more than before. Steffi sighed, turning back to the window. I don't know. But she always hinted that she had powerful allies, people who would go to great lengths to protect her. What if this transfer isn't for her well-being, but to keep her from talking? Hope's brow furrowed as she crossed the room to stand beside Steffi. The two women stared out at the city in silence, their reflections mirrored back at them like a snapshot of their shared anxiety. You think someone orchestrated this to keep her quiet? Hope finally said, her voice barely above a whisper. Steffi nodded. And if that's true, they won't stop there. They know we're involved. A cold realization settled between them, as palpable as the air conditioning whirring in the background. Luna had been a whirlwind since arriving at Forrester Creations. Her enigmatic smile and captivating energy had charmed many. But behind that facade lay shadows Steffi now feared were darker than she'd anticipated. She recalled Luna's cryptic warnings, spoken in hushed tones during late-night conversations, that had left Steffi more unsettled than reassured. She mentioned once, Steffi said, breaking the silence, that if anything happened to her, someone would come looking for answers. Someone who wouldn't take kindly to us knowing too much. Hope swallowed hard. Who do you think that could be? Another Spencer, or someone we don't even know about yet? Honestly, I don't know, Steffi said. But I'm starting to believe Luna was more a pawn than a player. And if that's true, we might be facing something bigger than we thought. Just then, Ridge Forrester strode in, his commanding presence immediately taking over the room. He looked between the two women, his brow creased in concern. What's going on? I heard about Luna's transfer. Steffi met her father's gaze, a blend of fear and determination in her eyes. We were just talking about that. I think we need to be prepared for what comes next, Dad. This might not be over. Ridge frowned, his jaw tightening as he absorbed her words. What do you mean? You think Luna's being moved is, what, a cover-up? Hope stepped forward. Steffi believes, and I'm starting to agree, that someone orchestrated this. Maybe to protect their interests, or maybe to keep Luna from revealing something. Ridge's eyes narrowed, the strategist in him taking over. If that's the case, we need to find out who's behind it. We can't afford to be blindsided. I'll make some calls, dig into who authorized the transfer. Be careful, Steffi said, her voice laced with genuine worry. Whoever did this won't hesitate to protect themselves at any cost. Ridge's expression softened, if only for a moment. I will. You two stay alert, and let me know if anything else comes up. As he left, the room seemed quieter, almost ominously so. Steffi and Hope exchanged a glance, a silent understanding passing between them. Their rivalry felt insignificant now, replaced by a shared fear of the unknown threat that loomed over them. Later that evening, Steffi sat in her living room, the glow of the city lights casting long, wavering shadows across the room. She cradled a mug of chamomile tea, though it did little to soothe her nerves. The silence was shattered by a sharp knock at the door, making her jump. Who could that be? She muttered, placing her mug down and heading to the door. The peep through the security hole revealed no one, just an empty hallway bathed in dim, flickering light. Steffi's heart raced as she opened the door cautiously, only to find a single piece of paper lying at her feet. She bent down and picked it up, her fingers trembling as she unfolded it. Scrawled in hurried handwriting, the message read, "She won't stay silent forever. Neither should you." Steffi's breath caught in her throat, a chill running down her spine. The note was unsigned, but the warning was clear. The game had shifted, and now it was her move. The threat was no longer just a whisper in the dark. It have found its way to her doorstep.